The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Hey, welcome back, folks. You've got The Local Show with Tom and Steve right here on 570 WSYR and 106.9 FM. You should check out the YouTube channel because, well, everybody's on YouTube, right? You can find just about anything.
Do you lose sight of time when you're on YouTube?
Well, sure. Yeah, sure. You can get lost in that, but boy, there's a video for everything. I'm a bass player, and I really like the group. I like a lot of different groups, but when I'm in my rock mode, I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Flea is the bass player, and he's just a fantastic.
Do you dial it up because you're a bass player? I love the bass. I'm not a musician, but I listen to the bass. Line, sure. Do you I must say, not equalize it. Do you dial it in differently when you're trying to just like listen to the bass, or do you just listen to the same way?
I just listen to, in general. But I like his bass line. So there's a song that they do that has a really intricate bass line, and I looked it up, and there's like 15 different people, duplicating that bass line and showing you how to do it.
Could you play it, or is it way beyond?
I can't. It's beyond me right now. Yeah. Okay. When I played full time, yeah.
Are you playing it? Because you're
occasionally.
And folks know you've got a DJ business, and you do a lot of high-end weddings and things like that. But do you ever sit and play the bass? Or
no, not as much as I want. It sits there in my studio right behind me. So like if you're on a video call with me, you'll see it sitting there.
Oh yeah.
People go, "Oh, you're playing?" And I go, "No, it's just sitting there."
It's a prop.
At least once a week, I get the dust off it though. I pluck a string or two.
This week, my
get older.
The other night, my closet decided the rack that holds the clothes decided it wanted to give way at 11:45. So it fell and it landed on my guitar in the case.
Oh, I didn't know you had a guitar. Yeah.
So that's the little known secret.
Right.
So Tom, I could bring the guitar over, play poorly.
Yes.
And then you could play the bass.
Yeah.
And then we would you would hate me more than you do now.
That sounds like a blast, huh, folks? But anyway, get over to YouTube and see the clips of the radio show, because you can see all the guests on there, and you can see Steve, and you can take a peek at me as well. And right now, if you get on there, you can see Jacob Eichten. He's the general manager of Rubberstone, New York. How are you, Jacob?
I'm terrific. Great to be here today.
Excellent.
Summer's starting, huh?
Yeah. Isn't that wonderful? And you've got the look. You've got the hair and everything that goes along with a rock star.
Yeah.
Did you ever play an instrument? Or
I played the flute in high school.
Ooh, a woodwind band.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go. Why did I know he was going to go there?
Yeah.
There's a look. There's a type.
Jethro Tull better than you or not?
Jethro Tull is more than one person, Steve.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. That's the whole band.
Yeah, but the whole flute, there's a strong flute lead on.
It's true.
Did you only play flute?
Yeah, that's all I ever got
usually
into.
People who play flute are woodwind people, and they've also played clarinet and sax and stuff.
No, it just never grabbed me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You see a parade, maybe there's a parade Memorial Day, they all go by and the flutist is playing, you're like, you can't hear that. It's just, you got to mic it or something.
My father's a flautist, and I'll tell you what, the armature, which is the way you purse your lips, is very tough to hold that, and when you don't practice for a while, you know it. It's hard to get the sound.
I learned a word about that. I didn't know that flute.
There's no armature and there's no flutes in Rubberstone. But tell us, what is Rubberstone and what your role is there?
Sure, yeah. Rubberstone is a bonded rubber granule overlay system. So what we're able to do with it is pour it in place over existing hardscapes typically. So we do a lot of concrete work, but we can also do asphalt, wood, and plywood for interior work. So it lays down, it cures within 24 hours to be walkable, and you end up with this attractive, high traction, very soft on the feet, and very colorful, beautiful, seamless surface that you treat like a carpet. So it lets us restore old surfaces that are damaged or put in new, beautiful landscaping.
So that sounded way better than what I was going to say, Tom. I was going to say our concrete pier, not really, it's more of a deck at the camp.
Yes.
Was starting to crumble. They put Rubberstone over it, and it sealed it in, and it's perfect. So is that a good summary of what happens?
That's an even shorter version.
Right.
Because that's really what happened, because it was every year it got a little more sketchy.
Yeah.
And now we actually can walk out there and not burn our feet, and it's kind of nice.
I imagine that pool surrounds is big right now in this season, huh? You know, putting it around that.
Oh yeah, everyone's getting them open if they haven't done it already. We got the big holiday weekend coming, so people are out there and saying, "Well, this doesn't feel as beautiful as I want it to." So we are getting calls for pools. We're sending folks out to get those measured and estimated for people. So we're going to have a busy summer doing that.
Yeah. Do you have enough people that consumers can call you and get it done this year?
Oh, yeah.
Still?
We still have quite a bit of capacity. We work as much as we can. We're always dodging raindrops and heat and cold here in central New York, but we do have quite a bit to do.
How long is a pool out of service if someone wanted to get that done?
Within a week, you're back in there. So typically the install is 1 day. We do a little prep beforehand by pressure washing it. That's usually all it takes to get something set up. And then you are in there by the weekend.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you have to let it set for several days before you can put your Tootsies on it, or is that it? Or?
24 hours to walk, and 72 hours it's fully cured.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's a lot better than if somebody were to call a concrete company and have it re-concreted.
Yeah, that's typically our selling point, is not only does it look great and does have that softness and that high traction surface, which is really hard to find in any other product. It's very flexible, so it weathers our winters like nothing else we've found. That's why we've moved almost entirely into the Rubberstone product line for our focus on flooring.
Right.
But also, yeah, you get that nice finish, and it's very quick, clean, and quiet compared to most of your other alternatives.
But concrete, give it a few years, it's going to crack again.
Yeah, it would crack.
Right?
Yeah, not good. And for people with patios, it's just a great alternative. I would suggest that you call Jacob up and have them come over for an estimate, because pavers are just awful. They can be so decorative, but
if you're a paver, we apologize for that last statement.
Well, and you can do everything you want to it, but then when you start blowing it out, a lot of people will take a pressure washer to like paving stones, and if they've been paved there for a while, you can blow out the grout and the sand that's in there, and now you're stuck and you got to redo the sand and the grout and this and that. With the Rubberstone, they can go right over that, right? And
you got it, yeah. So we're frequently coming in with folks who've had a hardscape install for several years, and something's gone wrong with it, or it's just weathering as it does. There's like a lot of great options out there, and your aesthetic is your own. This is your kingdom. You want it to look the way you want it to.
Sure.
But we do find that Rubberstone, because it has the flexibility and because it's tolerant of salt in ways that other cementitious products aren't, it lasts a lot longer. So we're coming in after other finishes are done.
Right, yeah.
And it has a lot of advantages of its own. We're able to get in and out and get it done for you. So
are you still doing basements and garages in the summer, or is that more a winter thing?
Oh, sure. No, we do quite a bit. On days that are rainy, we're working on our garages and interior work.
Sure.
Always in central New York, you got to figure out what you're doing.
And a lot of people here in central New York like to increase their living space by using their garage, and Rubberstone is a great alternative for that, because then you can get like the screen for the garage and then kind of live in your garage, and put the TV out there and everything.
My in-laws call it their garage mahal.
Yeah, I like that.
Wow.
I like that a lot.
You should buy that domain name.
That 3-season porch, it's a great way to do it, because you still can park on it, but it does give you sort of a carpeting, which is quieter and cooler.
Yeah.
And softer on your feet.
That's right.
Makes sense to me.
So Jacob's running the office and running the company over there, so you can give him a call. He'll get somebody out there to your house. You don't go out and do the estimates, do you? You're
from time to time I do.
Okay.
If you know any sales folks, give us a call.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So looking for salespeople.
No, there we go.
Rubberstoneny.com. Rubberstoneny.com for Rubberstone, New York. Jacob, you have a great rest of the day, okay?
Thanks, you too.
All right. Dr. Nicole Grossi's coming up next. She's the owner of Lumine Dental Aesthetics. Stick around for that conversation on the local show on 570 WSYR 106.9 FM.